loves, it's Anel. Welcome back to another video. Today I decided to take a little break from the vlogs and show you guys how I achieve a flawless yet natural and radiant foundation look. We're not going to be focusing on the eyes, my brows, or anything but complexion and coverage. Before we go on to the video, I would like to invite you guys to subscribe down below and also to click on that little ring bell. That way you'll be notified whenever I upload and post videos. But if you want to see how we glow up, then go ahead and continue watching. First and foremost, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about your skincare and about exfoliation prior to jumping into any makeup products, because it is important that you exfoliate your face and that you really take care of it and prep it prior to applying makeup, especially when you're going for that flawless, fresh looking skin. And the reason why I say that is because we accumulate dead skin cells every day, and we collect skin radicals, pollution, dirt, bacteria, cat hairs if you have cats. So it's very important that you prep your skin prior to applying any product on it. So after skincare, the very first step that I recommend is to apply, if you have like a facial spray, just because I feel like applying a facial spray prior to your primer and foundation and powder and all that good stuff really helps your skin just absorb, and it gives you like that fresh canvas. What I'm going to be using for my spray is the Photo Finish Primer Water by Smashbox. This is absolutely great. It's so hydrating and it's very smoothing on the skin, and every foundation I've applied this with just works perfect. The next step is going to be to apply a primer. So you want to apply a primer or primers based on your skin concerns and what you want to achieve. I want to achieve a flawless canvas for my foundation application, and I do have some areas of concern, mainly my pores right on my T-zone, a little bit on my forehead and on my chin. I'm going to apply a pore primer. The primer that I'm using and that I recommend because it's affordable as well is the No Pore Blend Primer by Touch in Sol. I'm going to apply a pump, which might seem like a lot, but we are going to use this all over the face, and we're first going to work it and warm it up with our fingers and then just start patting it in our problem areas. By you patting the product into your skin, you're making your skin absorb it rather than you rubbing it and having it sit right on that top layer of your skin. So this has really worked for me. My skin feels ready now for the next step, which is going to be very crucial in my opinion. So I know that some people don't like to layer up product on top of product on top of product, but that's where I'm telling you that exfoliation and really prepping your skin will come in very, very handy. I'm gonna go in with a backup primer. This one is the First Light Priming Filter. This one's basically just to help freshen up your complexion. I'm going to work that into my fingers as well, and make sure that this time I just go in and press on the tops of my cheekbones, which is where I want the most radiance to come from. And then I'm going to go ahead and pat just a little bit on my temples and then on my nose, just a tad bit. And whatever's left, which is very, very minimal, I'm just spreading throughout my entire face. But our main focus was our temples and right here, the tops of our cheeks. So I don't know if you can tell, but my skin looks very radiant. It looks more refreshed and more glowy. I'm going to be using this damp beauty blender to apply my Smashbox foundation. I'm gonna go in and apply a pump and a half on my hand, and then with the bottom of my damp beauty sponge, I'm going to work the foundation right on the back of my hand and then just start applying from the inside of my face going outward. Now that the foundation is set, I'm gonna go in and apply concealer under my eyes because I definitely love that bright under eye and awake look. The concealer that I'll be using is the MAC Studio Fix 24-Hour Wear Concealer. This concealer is a little bit more heavy and more full coverage on the under eyes, which is something that I absolutely love. Really quick, I'm going to set my under eyes with this Too Faced powder. This is a Born This Way Ethereal Loose Setting Powder. If you are concerned about creasing or you just want a little bit more coverage, then definitely by all means go ahead and apply. And when you're applying powder on your under eyes, you want to make sure you're looking up to avoid any creasing with the powder. For the rest of the face, I'm using a different technique, or a different powder I should say. I'm talking about the IT Bye Pores Loose Powder, and this one's by IT Cosmetics. It has a very natural finish, but it instantly and automatically blurs out your pores, which is insane because I've never had a powder that just completely disappears your pores on the spot. So I love it. It's amazing. It has a natural finish too, and we're gonna use that to set the rest of the face. So I'm just applying a little bit on the lid, and then with the same sponge, I'm just going to go ahead and dip it and start applying in the concern area. So for example, my nose. For my bronzer, I'm using the Butter Bronzer by Physicians formula. It's a beautiful, smooth, delicious smelling powder. I found mine at Ulta, but I'm sure you can find it wherever Physicians formula is sold. So I'm going to go ahead and just dab my brush in there, and I'm using a more of a fluffy brush because I definitely want to apply a little bit of color on my face and make sure that I don't look pale. Going back in with my Born This Way powder, I'm gonna go ahead and clean up that contour just a tad bit. I don't want to give myself a harsh contour because I definitely want to go for more of a natural look. So with that same damp beauty sponge, I'm gonna go ahead and dip the tip of it and just kind of dab on halfway through my cheek. So that's all I'm doing. I'm not going all the way down because I definitely want to keep it a little bit more natural. I'm going to be using the Morphe blush palette. This one is the warm palette. Blush that I'm going to be using today is called Babe. What you want to do is just smile like that and apply that very gently on your cheekbones. Also, what I do love to do is just blend my cheeks together. What I'm gonna do is grab that brush and then just kind of drag it along the cheek area and my contour area, and that way you'll have a very smooth and seamless transition between your blush and the contour. I always love to give myself a little boost and a little bit of more glow. So I'm going to be applying a little bit of highlight on my face, and I'm using the Pretty Vulgar highlight in the shade Glow Up. This is what it looks like. What I'm going to use is the Sigma tapered highlighting brush. I'm just going to kind of tap that on the product, and then I'm going to go ahead and tap that on the high points of my face. So the last thing that you want to do is go ahead and set your face. I'm using the Smashbox Priming Water again. I definitely want to make sure that it seals my makeup and that it gets rid of the powdery look that I may have on my face. Alright my loves, this is a completed look. What do you think? Do you love it or not? I feel so fresh right now and so freaking glowy and bronzy and springy. I honestly don't feel like I'm wearing a lot of products on my face, and you guys saw everything that I layered on. So this look is definitely very achievable and very, very easy and quick to create. Definitely do let me know in the comments down below what products you have used and tried that have really worked for your skin. I do have texture on my skin, but it's something that is very, very fixable and very easy to kind of hide or conceal in a way, but I am absolutely obsessed. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue doing my thing, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you guys on the next one. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next one.